Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the week 45, bye-bye 45, November the 1st through the 7th. Okay, so it has been a week, you guys. Oh my goodness. I don't talk about this much on my channel because I like to keep it politically in the middle, and I don't talk about my feelings, but I was feeling blue. I was feeling very blue this week, and I am in a happy place. I am in a happy place. It's really hard when you have friends that are on both sides of the argument, but at the same time, you have those super on the other edge, right? The extreme for both sides. I have both. I have both, and I let them have their opinions. Don't engage, type thing. But it's really funny when you hear the term "Make America Great Again." That in many ways just shows your privilege, and so yeah, there's that. Okay. Not gonna get any more into it, but I was feeling blue, and what have you. I received some makeup. I decided to do a trial thing for some makeup, and now I remember why I don't do the whole makeup thing, because it took me an hour. Because you gotta do the primer, then you gotta let that set, then you gotta do the concealer, then you gotta let that set, then you gotta do your foundation and let that set, and then all your little extras and things like that, and letting things set before you put your setting powder on, and then you get this. So an hour. And then there's times where I just want to come down here and record videos and then mass record and things like that. So this will be a rare occasion, you guys, but let me know down in the comment section how you like the face, and if it actually improves with the lighting and everything like that. I'm also looking into possibly getting new light bulbs, warmer light bulbs, instead of the light bulbs that I have. Maybe that will change the tone of the video so I don't have to do too much editing. If you did not know, I did a Read With Me live yesterday, so you can go back, and there is 3 hours, 3 different sprints. You have you have a 20-minute sprint, you have a 30-minute sprint, and you have a 45-minute sprint, where in between there, I chat and talk and things like that. I talked about the things that I got this week that were all bookish and things like that. So please go check that out. I'm not going to do a book mail sort of portion because I have already put the book stuff up. Yeah. So let's get into the books that I read last week. So I started the week finishing Tangled, which is Tangled #1 by Emma Chase. I placed this in contemporary. I give it 4.25 stars. I give it 4 Steam fans. I listened to it as an audiobook, and this is a workplace romance, and it's rivals going against each other, and I really enjoyed it. You have Drew, who is the CEO that's about to take over, or is in line to sort of take over the advertising business that his father has, or is like, he's not really, I guess he's not going to take over, but he's their top earner, and I don't think it's advertising. I think it is financials, I think. But this story is told in Drew's perspective, so it really, whew, oh my goodness, it really gave a douchebag sort of feel to it. I would have wanted to hear Kate's side of the story a little bit more. I don't know if that's maybe always wanting to be kind of in the woman's head, but at the same time, getting that male perspective, I've read a couple other books that are all in the male perspective, written by females, and I've enjoyed those. And I enjoyed this one. Like I said, I did enjoy it. But at the same time, I wish I had more of Kate as well. The next book that I didn't finish is Fire in His Chaos, which is Fire Blood Dragons number 8 by Ruby Dixon. I place this in paranormal romance, post-apocalyptic. I DNF this at 26%. I'm giving it 2 stars, 1 Steam fan. I didn't find it steamy at all. And I liked this series. I really, really enjoyed this series. Maybe it's because I binged the series, and then there's the break between number 6 and 7, and then there's the break between 7 and then this one, number 8. And I just wasn't feeling this one, like, at all. So you have Rachel, who, I think this is probably the main reason I didn't enjoy it, was she is scarred and an amputee. There was so much emphasis on the fact that she was scarred and an amputee that it kind of drove me crazy. I was just like, okay, I get it. She's missing an arm. She has a horrible scar from the dragons that came through the rift. And, you know, she is like missing a limb. I get it. I got it. I got it. You don't have to tell me again. And then the whole fact that, we're back at Fort Dallas, and Fort Dallas is now being run by this, like, secret dragon guy that came through the rift and stuff like that. And he has instituted this panty thing, like a way to earn your keep. The ladies wear panties and then they're collected every day. Wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it. There was there was a lot of talk about the possibility of sexual assault, and I was just like, what am I reading, and why? Which is why I DNF'd that bad boy. The next book that I read was House of Dragons, which is Royal Houses number 1 by K.A. Linde. This is a YA fantasy, y'all. Yes, you heard me. I said YA fantasy. I give it 4.5 stars. I give it 1 Steam fan. Had it as an ARC, listened to it as an audiobook. And this book follows Kerrigan. Mainly, it follows Kerrigan, who is a half human, half fae. She works with dragons, and there is like this trial that ends up happening, sort of very kind of not Hunger Game-ish, but it's where pretty much everyone, there's houses, and then they kind of fight for dragons, and there's 5 dragons available this year. And during the trials, she wasn't picked as a contender, but Prince Fordham, who is part of the House of Shadows, comes in, and she starts having premonitions. She's been having premonitions and things like that, and she's finding out that she has more powers than she initially thought because she's half fae. There is a lot of talk of modern things within this story of fantasy, and I really enjoyed it. It was never heavy-handed with the with which side should be taken, except for the side that racism and discrimination and segregation is bad. You know, it dealt with elitism, it dealt with privilege, it dealt with so many things, and I was just like, okay, K.A. Linde, once again, you have not failed me. You have not failed me in giving me something that makes me want more, because I need the second book, like now. Like, seriously, I need the second book. The next book that I didn't finish was Follow Me Darkly by Helen Hardt, and this I place in erotica, I guess. I'm putting it over there. I don't know. I DNF this at 43%, you guys. 43%. Giving it 2 stars. It was spicy. I will say that. Give it 4 Steam fans. Giving it 4 Steam fans. Had this as an ARC. Listened to it as an audiobook. I also got a physical copy from Entangled. Is it Entangled? Yeah, Entangled. Gorgeous cover. Gorgeous, amazing cover. However, the story was not. Was not. This is, it was 50 Shades written in 2020. I mean, like, seriously? Don't get me wrong, I love 50 Shades. Y'all know I love 50 Shades. It's what started it all. It's what started this channel. But this wasn't it. This was not it. You have Skye, who is, God, I don't even remember what, she's a PA for an heiress. That's right. She takes pictures for this heiress for social media. And in walks Brayden, who is the nouveau riche CEO rich guy that used to date the heiress that she works for. And then the two of them find that they have a connection, but he wants to do dirty things with her. Now, I will say Skye isn't a virgin, which is a good thing, but at the same time, all this, like, social media stuff that was, no. And the sex scenes were way too clinical. Oh my goodness. That is the one thing that I just absolutely am not here for, is a clinical sex scene. Don't give me clinical terms when you're talking about some body parts, because I want to keep this video monetized. So yeah, don't give me clinical parts and think that that's going to be sexy, because it's not. It's not going to be sexy. So the next book that I read was A Little Secrets by H. Hunting, also known as Helena Hunting. This is a new adult romance. I give it 5 stars. Oh, so good. Give it 3 Steam fans. Read this as an ARC. It comes out soon, probably like in the next couple days or so. And this has content warning for anxiety, trauma, toxicity, overbearing parents, helicopter parents type thing, and underage drinking. There's a lot of underage drinking going on here. So we have Lavender, who, if you have read the Puck series, if you have read the All In series, then you know who Lavender is. You sort of know this story, and you've wanted this story. And our male character is Kodiak, and he is the son of people from those 2 universes as well. And whew, whew. Helena said she was going to put us through it. She said it's going to be angsty. She said it was going to be heartbreaking and moving and sweet and beautiful, and it was all those things. All those things. I devoured this book. I really enjoyed it. I loved that I knew I was going to get an angsty story. I knew I was going to get a college-age romance. What I didn't know was that it started from childhood all the way to when they were adults, and it really dove into both of their issues or problems or difficulties with anxiety on both sides. And I loved it. They worked on themselves independently as well as together, and found, you know, there wasn't any tiptoeing around the toxicity portion of the new adultness about this. And I loved it. I just loved it so much. The next book that I finished was See Me After Class by Meghan Quinn. I am placing this in a rom-com. I give it 4.25 stars. I give it 3.5 Steam fans. I read this as an ARC. This does come out in the next couple days. I really did enjoy this. I did find flaws in the fact that there are so many new characters. And maybe this is a me thing. It probably is a me thing. Because there are so many characters within this story. You can just tell that there are going to be more books in this universe. Now, there have been books prior to, so you get blips and, you know, introductions of or reintroductions of characters and mentions of characters from other books that Meghan Quinn has written, as well as some other people that have included Meghan Quinn. And I'm just like, okay, there was an overload, I think, of extra characters or new characters or possibilities for new stories and things like that, that it was just a little bit overwhelming. I did enjoy the story between Greer and Arlo. So you have two teachers. One is a first-year teacher just coming in and kind of getting their footing, and the other is the seasoned director of the section in which that new teacher comes in, and you get to see the two of them sort of work through their issues and work through their problems with that whole first year teacher thing. But at the same time, there's a lot of play with the whole Jane Austen kind of feel to it for Pride and Prejudice, and I really, really enjoyed that about the whole story. Then the final book that I finished last week was I Hate You by Ilsa Madden-Mills. I placed this in New Adult, and I give it 4.5 stars. I give it 4 Steam fans. I listened to this as an audiobook, and this book has content warnings for family secrets and alcoholism. No, drug use. Drugs. So you have Charisma, who is the nerdy girl, and then you have Blaze, who is a football player that's trying to make it. Both of them have secrets. Both of them were together, and then they broke apart because they didn't feel that they were good for each other. This is really a friends. I don't know if I could say friends. I'd say sex buddies to enemies to lovers, back to lovers, sort of story, because when they initially were together, they were just sexing it up. They were friends with benefits. And then there was a huge breakup because people don't talk. And there is a denial of self-worth. There's a whole lot of self-worth or issues with self-worth. Self-esteem. That's what I was getting at. Self-esteem issues between these two characters. Independently towards each other, trying to figure out, am I good enough for that partner? And I really liked the way that Ilsa sort of played off of that, and that's why I'm definitely placing it in New Adult, because it's at the perfect age for them to sort of discover and find out where they want to be and, work through these issues, which is what I love about New Adult, especially written by Ilsa Madden-Mills, because she doesn't shy away from issues and things like that, and really kind of discovering them, kind of getting down deep into them. And she did it for me. Totally did it for me. And there's all that. There's all that. So what am I currently reading? I read Other Problem with Wearing Makeup. You get it everywhere. Oh my gosh. It's so everywhere. And I can't touch my face. It drives me crazy. So I am currently reading Crazy Stupid Bromance by Lyssa K. Adams. I was reading this yesterday during the read with me. I got a good chunk of it done. Let's see. Okay, so that's about how much I got read yesterday. This is where I stopped after the read with me, and then I got about that much more read last night before bed, and I only have that much more left. I probably would have had it finished. However, I went upstairs and did things with the boys. Watched television with them. Listened to my son chant Joe Biden. Hilarious. So funny. Such a interesting kid. So yeah, there is that. Let me know down in the comment section if you have read any of the books, or if my talking about them has made you want to go read them. Let me know how my lighting is for the face. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Down in the description box, there is a feedback form so you guys can help me improve my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you're checking the links down there. I have my PayPal, my Ko-fi, my Amazon wish list, my Amazon affiliate links, my Patreon link. Go check that out, because this video in 2021 will be exclusively for the patrons. And you want to get in now, because I am releasing things over there, i.e. my Bookish Academy Awards. And I forgot to let you guys know that today is the last day for the shaded Choice Awards nominations round. I will be talking more about this in the upcoming weeks. The first round opens in a couple days, I think it is, or something like that. But I will be doing the Shaded Choice Awards tag as well. The creators are amazing. Jasmine, Princess, and Ashley. I will leave their information down in the description box. So if there are some romances by Black authors or people of color, make sure you go nominate them. They have to have been released in 2020. You guys, make sure that that is one of the things that you're remembering when you nominate the books. And you can nominate in any category, things like that. Go check out the website, shadedchoiceawards.com. And I think that's it. I think that is all. So, thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.